Fine. Now we will start our webinar tonight. First of all, 8th March is the Women's Day. So first of all, I wish wonderful years to our women participants, Lisa, Kyra, and my wife also. I think Ruchira Rudra is also there. Ruchira, you are not visible. Ruchira, switch on your video.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. I am not able to see your beautiful face.
Actually, I am not feeling well.
Oh, okay.
So,
This will do.
so that's why.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
So, friends, tonight we have the youngest photographer with us as a guest tonight. And I had been with her photographing South Korea in 2016, perhaps, during FIEP Congress. So there I met her. She took some of my photographs also. And from that time, I have watched her photography in that time, that is 2017. It was just, I can say, a very, very good beginning. But she took very small period, 17 to 25. She has grown like anything, just like a rocket growing. And she has got all those distinctions from FIEP and all. So tonight, I am requesting our Vice President, Ritu Srivastava, to introduce our guest tonight. Ritu, madam, welcome. Yes, friends, she is my wife.
Hello, everyone.
She is my wife. She is all in all. She is better half and whatnot. Yes. Yes. Yes, over to Ritu Srivastava.
Friends, our guest tonight is Kyra Modesty from Indonesia. Kyra Modesty started to get interested in photography when she joined extracurricular activities at school in primary 4. When she joined, at that time, she was faced with some choices such as photography, drawing, and music. At that time, photography was not as popular as now. So she studied photography diligently and joined small photography competitions held by Bidik School of Photography, a photography institution for young photographers, and won almost every competition held by the institution. After that, she finally got her passion in photography and spent a lot of her spare time exploring photography and taking part in photo exhibitions and various competitions after graduated from primary school. She joined several webinars, courses, and photography competitions, which resulted in around 150 photography competition awards until now. Some of the award includes third prize, Ramuge, the Man and the Sea, photo competition held by FIAP, first place PSA Youth Showcase 2019, Scape category, Golden Award Photo Beijing 2018, Best Youth CCC Photo 2018, 2019, and 2020. First place Canon Photo Marathon 2017 student. Borobudur Photo Contest, Photo Salon Awards, and Photo Distinction in FIAP, PSA, and APU. In addition, presented in the Photo Face Off Season 4 on the History channel as the youngest participant in the season. Until now, trusted to be a mentor in photography division of SCATA, art group in faculty of medicine, Sabelus Maret University, speaker and monthly competition judge in some photography community. So friends, I think she is one of the youngest photographer in the world. DCC is honored to have Kyra as our guest tonight. Over to the President, DCC.
Thanks, Ritu. Lisa, how was her introduction?
That was wonderful.
Yeah. So today I will get wonderful dinner. Okay. So friends, I think before we invite Kyra Modesty to give her presentation, I will request our honorary advisor. And she is not only an honorary advisor, she is the, I can say, backbone of our club. So, my English is not so strong. So while making bulletin, a lot of small errors come. But she spent so much time and religiously she does the proofreading to the extent spaces, comma, full stop and everything. And I'm also learning from her the type of you can say English writing should be there. So gradually I am also improving. So now I will request Lisa Schneider to release our mass bulletin. Over to Lisa. You can share your
Thank you for
screen.
those.
Yeah.
Thank you for those very kind words. Okay,
No,
I'm going to see if I can share my screen.
Sure. You can share the screen.
I think it'll work.
Yes.
Okay. I was trying to get it full screen, but
Yeah.
let's see here.
I think you can increase the percentage.
Here we go. I think I have it.
Yeah.
Can everyone see that?
Yeah. It's visible.
Okay. Well, thank you, Mukesh Ji. It's my honor to present the 36th issue of the DCC Bulletin for our March 2025 meeting. The front cover is a beautiful representation of the Holi Festival by Mukesh. So that's a great way to start the bulletin. To move one screen here. We have the president's message, or we have the content of our DCC bulletin today. So we'll go through all of this. And then this is the leadership for DCC. And I'm very happy to be a part of this over the last couple of years. And it sounds like I will be continuing.
Yes.
So I've got a great team here. Thank you. The president's message, very kind words from our president, Mukesh, just recognizing accomplishments from some of the members and wishing everyone happy clicking. So you can read through that at your convenience. Then we have, I have to move one screen here. We've got the achievements by members and Anil Risal Singh. He was a jury member for the PSA Pictorial Image Division Individual Architecture Competition. And I have watched that before. I missed it this time, but the level of competence and photography is amazing. So I know with his background, he was an incredible judge. So well done. And then some achievements, I had acceptances and some new titles. And an honorary JSP from India. I've been with the PSA Photographic Society of America for 25 years. They recognize that.
Clapping, great achievement. 25
yes, so it
years.
means I'm old. It just means I'm old, Mukesh.
Yeah.
And a couple of salon golds
Okay.
by me. And then Sitanath Paul always has amazing images and lots of acceptances, and his number of awards is phenomenal. And you can see why with these photographs. Rakesh Kishore Sahai had acceptances in an international salon, PSA and FIOP recognized. Lovely image there. And then some other certificates of acceptance in FIOP salon and FIP. And then, of course, today we look forward to Kyra's Rajang Dance from Bali presentation. I know it's going to be outstanding. And then in June, on June 14th, which is a Saturday, Deep Bhatia on indoor macro photography. And that looks to be a stunning presentation as well. And then Anil always puts together a very interesting and compelling articles on worldwide, internationally known photographers. And this is a legendary photographer, Paul Strand. He was born in the US in 1890, and he was a contemporary of Alfred Stieglitz and Edward Weston. And they're saying he's one of the greatest and most influential photographers of the 20th century, the way he did fine art and documentary photography. And his black and whites are just stunning, as you can see.
Yes.
And one of the things that he did that was unusual, he had a false lens when he was taking photos, and then the real one was under his arm. So he got some wonderful pictures because the people didn't know he was photographing them, which was contentious. Sometimes people didn't appreciate that, but he got some wonderful images. So you can read through that. He was married 3 times. He did move from the US to France. He was linked somewhat to communism, and it got a little uncomfortable for him. So he moved to France, and he was considered not very American because of his beliefs. Again, stunning image. I'm sorry, what?
No, I'm not supposed to be doing that. I did the other one.
Wait.
Care of law.
Ronnie uncle, please mute yourself.
You-
I have muted him. Please carry on.
Wonderful work with shadows. I think this is a masterpiece
Yes.
of girls running up the stairs, but just their shadows. It's just absolutely spectacular. And then he passed away in France in 1976, and then he was inducted into the International Photography Hall of Fame and Museum in 1984. So Anil did a wonderful job on this, and I encourage everyone to take a few minutes and read through that and look at the photographs again.
Thank you very much.
Then, yes.
Yeah,
And then the
carry
photo
on.
feature is the Holy theme. And this, again, is something I would love to see and experience in photographs one day. But the first 2 photographs, our President Mukesh has captured brilliantly with the black background, and the colors and the poses are joyous. And the different faces of Holy in different perspectives. And then Rakesh Kishore Sahai, his images, the images and faces. Rupak Sinha, wonderful portraits. And then we move on to the monthly clicks, and these will be, it's really a great way for us to share our work, our recent captures over the last 3 months with the others in this organization. And Anil starts us out with 2 wonderful indoor architecture scenes, and he's so good at that. And lovely landscape and another architecture. I submitted 4 photos from my recent PSA trip, the photo gathering to Sri Lanka. So I had some new images here. Mukesh, some wildlife, some beautiful birds in action, beautiful lighting, and of course the models that he's known so well for, just beautiful. Saikat Chattopadhyay, sorry for the pronunciation.
No, it's okay.
I love them.
Fine.
Okay, I
Fine.
know you'll understand. I love the minimalistic view of that first one on a bicycle or motorcycle, just with the landscape there. It's very, very striking. And the portrait of the young girl, and again, color and black and white portrait. Sittanath Paul always has amazing images. What is this bird?
Sunbird. In India, we call it sunbird.
Oh, sunbird.
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir. No, sir.
Ah.
No,
It
sir.
is. It is
Ah,
actually
Oriental
Oriental white.
Okay.
Okay. Well, just beautiful with that white around its eyes. Just really stands out. Lovely images. Some street photography here. Chinta Harang Ghosh. Very nice model photos. Studio shots. Very nice composition. Rakesh Kishore Sahai. Obviously was out shooting birds. Very nice flight shots and on the greenery. And then I don't know if it's military, but a very nice formation.
आणि बुशलिस्ट पण पाच आले
Very nice. And then Prasanta Kumar Das, beautiful portraits. And the other thing I wanted to say, we all see the world through our different lenses.
Yes.
Really. I mean, we see the world in a different way. So I really appreciate this part of the bulletin too, to see how we interpret the world and how we share it through our lens in our presentation. So looks like, is that a spotted deer or what is that deer at the bottom?
Yeah.
Does anyone know? Yeah.
Yes, it's spotted deer.
Spotted deer. Okay, very nice. And then Chitra Joshi, wildlife photos, beautiful bird. Nice to have the flowers. Is that an orchid?
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice. And a street scene, temple scene. Sudip Roy. Stunning wildlife bird captures. Very well done. Just the eyes are tack sharp. Ajit Joshi, beautiful, colorful flowers, something different. So these are really very nice in the show. Deepak the core, again, more of a minimalistic view with the figures smaller in the scene, but very impactful. Vishnu Patel, looks like street portraits. Very well done. Captures the people's expressions.
The first one is his wife.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yes.
Well, I bet she was easy to work with then.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
हाँ कौन है विष्णु जी कोई और है क्या
हेलो ना वो नहीं हमने अहमदाबाद में मॉर्निंग में फोटो वॉक किया था
हाँ
उसका वहाँ का शूटिंग
ओके
ना मेरा वाइफ नहीं है प्लीज ओके
कैरी ऑन प्लीज
Okay.
thank
And
you.
I love the bottom on the
Yeah,
street
yeah.
scene with the vegetable seller. Very nice. And then we have a list of all the wonderful presenters over the years, starting in August of 2020. And there's a list of all of them. And I know that Kyra, I think, has presented before. So we're happy to have her back. And that is there for you. There's a membership form. And then the DC bulletins, the past bulletins are very, very easy to access. Just click and you can take a look and download any of the past ones if you missed them. And then the final page, Mukesh, I think you picked a beautiful image to close this with, and it's by Kyra Modesty.
Yeah.
Just a stunning black and white of a dancer.
Stunning.
So just stunning.
Yeah.
And that is it. So thank you for giving me the honors today. You're going to have to tell me how to get out of share.
Just stop sharing on the top.
Okay, hold on. Screen sharing.
Stop sharing.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank
Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa, very much. And you have released the bulletin wonderfully.
Thank you. Thank
So-
you. It's
so-
hard, it's
so-
hard to follow Anil, but thank you very much.
What happens 2 days back, I had a talk with Anil Risal Singh. He is at present in Kausani
Okay.
as a faculty in Himalayan workshop. In that place, it is a remote area, so internet availability is very poor. So he told me that Mukesh ji, you do it. I was like, no, I will request our very advisor Lisa, let her do it. So now there is a backup for me
Okay.
for the future.
I
So
can do that. Thank you.
thank you, Lisa. Now it's time for Kyra Modesty to show her wonderful dance of her country. And before that, I welcome Rohinton Mehta. Uncle Roni, you are welcome here. Uncle Roni.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome and namaskar.
Namaskar.
Yes. Now over to Kyra Modesty. Kyra, please share your screen.
Okay, so before I
Yeah.
start my screen, I would like to thank Mukesh for inviting me again to the DCC Photo Webinar, and this is the 58th DCC Photo Webinar, so it's already a very long journey of DCC Photo Webinar. So
Kyra, just a minute. Can you increase your audio?
yeah,
Yeah. If possible, increase it.
yeah. And then Mukesh already contacted me since December 2024, and unfortunately I can be here presenting the Rejang dance from Bali. So Bali is from Indonesia. Actually, I'm not the local of Bali, but I usually go to Bali and then capture some cultural and also landscape there in Bali. But now I would like to present one of the unique dance that exists in Bali other than Legong dance. So maybe if some of you have already go to Bali, you may hear a lot about Legong dance, but I think you have not hear more about this Rejang dance that I will present tonight. So let me share my screen. Okay. Okay, so about me that already been introduced by Ritu Sifrastava. So now I have just got my newest distinction from FYAP, the silver FYAP. And then actually I have not take some photographs again. So this Rejang dance Bali Indonesia was captured during last year, actually February 2024, and I'm not a
तर
photographer
रडायला का लागल्या
because of my busy schedule in my medicine. So right now I was in the after preclinical. Now I'm in the clinical rotation of medicine. So that's why my schedule is very busy to take photos actually and go for a trip. So for this Rejang dance, actually I took the photo. Let me share about the geographical places first. So where did I took the photos? So the photos were taken in Karangasem, Bali. So this is a small villages near Tenganan. Here you can see the full maps of Bali, where you can see this Denpasar, the city in Bali, and then Kuta, the most famous beach in Bali. But how about if we move to the small villages in Karangasem? It is called Tenganan actually. So it is located in this small part of Bali that is on the red mark. This one is Amlapura, and if we zoom out, there will be the Tenganan village. So this is where I take the photos. It's around 2 hours from Denpasar. and it's a very calming places that maybe some people in Indonesia already book small houses there for their old for their living room in the when they are old later. So this is a very calming place and also very magical, sacred, and have many cultural beliefs such as this dance that is actually the form of worship to the god. So this is a very sacred dance. So I would like to introduce what is Rejang dance. So Rejang Bali dance is also known simply as Rejang. It's a sacred traditional dance from Bali, Indonesia, and primarily will be performed by women. And this dance will hold a significant cultural and spiritual importance. So this Rejang dance actually will be often executed during Hindu religious ceremonies, such as an offering to the gods. So as you can see in this photo, all of the performers were women. Were all women, and actually they will have the unique traditional clothes of Bali. So actually the characteristics of the clothes are all almost all the same. Only the style and also how they use it is different. But we can see here that they will always have like the head dresses that we can see here. In this photo, they are using leaves, and then majorly it is made out of leaves, but with only small portion of flowers. And if you can see to the next photo, there is another type of hat pieces that is made out of leaves, and then there is some papers and also small parts of flowers. So actually, they will always use these hat pieces, and these hat pieces is actually can be high as 1 meters long. So when I go there and then try to carry their hat pieces, it was actually very heavy because there is like the solid mesh, and also there are many flowers and some accessories on their head. But impressively, they can dance with all of those heavy head pieces on their head. So in this actually, Rejang dance have many types, and actually, I'm not the locals of Bali, but when I asked them that this Rejang dance is the type of pingit dance. So pingit dance is a ceremonial dance performed by 22 girl dancers accompanied by gong kebyar and also gambang gamelan. So gong kebyar and also gambang gamelan is the traditional musical from Bali, and sometimes this Rejang Pinggit dance is only performed in Usaba Goreng ceremony, which is held once a year exactly in Sasih Kapat in Purapuseh, Gerang Kangen customary village at Karangasem, Bali. So it is actually a very small villages. And when I go to these places, to this small village in Karangasem, actually, I only need 1 day to capture all of their performances. So, in this small village, it's sometimes divided into 4 villages as 4 small villages, and then we will go around their villages and then took some photos. So the ceremony is not on the exactly the same time, but when we move, it's already not yet in the beginning. So we wait and then took some photos of their portraits and then wait for them to perform. So and also in every so that's why I am very proud of Indonesia, because only in that small piece of villages there are lots of differences even in their costumes. After this we will see the types of their head pieces, because it's actually very different, and also they are very creative in making those accessories. And then for disclaimer, this dance is very sacred. So Maybe some of you already know about there is a settings of like we can set this type of dances, but actually if we want to set this type of dances, the locals they need to pray first. So it's a very sacred dance. It cannot be photographed at any place. So there will be a photo that I will show to you that it actually their houses, and that accessories cannot be put outside their place or outside their territories because it's a very sacred places. So for the characteristics of the dance, it's actually very simple, and they don't have any special I mean like special movements like that, and also spectacular or like very huge movement like that, but it only consists of 4 movements. The first one is the performance context. So, as I said before, it is also usually performed during the significant religious events and also festivals. So, serving both as a form of worship and also entertainment. But actually the objectives of this dance is for worship. So that's why I said before it was very sacred. And then the second one is the costume that I said before. The dancers will wear elaborate traditional attire, typically in white and gold. As you can see before, they will use like white and then also gold types of traditional clothes. But the way that they use the cloth is actually the same. And then with their impressive headdresses that can reach, as I said before, nearly 1 meter in height. So it's actually very big and heavy. And then, as I said before, the costumes vary by village customs, but generally include floral decorations. So there will always be a flower on top of their head. The third one is the dancer profile. So the dancers are often young girls who are believed to embody celestial maidens. So, and they do not require extensive training, as I said before. So, the movement is very simple, and also the movement itself, as it is the form of worship to their god. We call it ngaya. So ngaya is like the cooperation guides for their movement. So they will be automatically move according to the sound and also the musical and also the spirit that ngaya their guides or cooperates their guides itself. And the fourth one is the dance feature is slow and then graceful movements that emphasize the harmony and spirituality rather than complex choreography. So this simplicity itself allows for a deep emotional expression and also connection to the spiritual realm. So if you go to the place directly and see how they dance, it's actually very calming. So you can enjoy the dance, even though for me it's like quite long dance, like over than 30 minutes. But when you go to that places, it feels like it is only in a very short time because you will be mesmerized by their dance and like it was like hypnotized. So that when you take photos and then after that, oh my god, and the dance is already done. But actually they dance for a long time. And this is the dance features. The first one is pengawit, where they start a dance with a walking motion. So they only walk in the U letter or T letter according to the places of worship. So they have different types of places. So there will be rectangle places, and then they need to walk through that rectangle, and then it can be in a U letter, and it can also be in a circle motion. And next is pengawak. So pangawak is having movement on one spot with the right and left position. So in any time they will be stopping and then dance with only their hands and then move a little bit of their feet like that. And then after that they will continue into pangecet. So actually there is music as I said before. Then the music will be played in a faster tempo, so they will also move faster. And in the end, the motion is pakaat. So pakaat is the movement of walking away from the stage. So when they walk around or in a rectangle position, they will slowly go away from the stage. So this is another types of the head pieces as it is different. So this one is from paper. This one is mostly from leaves. But for this one is mostly made out of flower. So actually, I would like to be honest. This is the settings photo. Of course, they will not bring these flowers everywhere. But as I said before, the dance is very sacred. So before they will be taken here, it is actually the behind part of their houses. So these small children, they are actually the dancer, rejang dancer. And then before we do this photo shoot, their family will have a prayer outside of their houses. And then also, this flower will be blessed before they go outside of the usual places. So before we go here, they will pray first, and then when I ask why you should pray for this flower and also from your children, because when they do this, actually they need to dance and also it is type of the worship to the god. So this dance is actually cannot be seen in the tourist attraction in the central part of Bali, but because this is very sacred places, so that's why it's only done only in their villages that I called Karangasem before. So if you want to go to see the dance, you need to go to Karangasem, Bali. And then the headpieces that I said before will always consist of flower, but can also be artificial like this. So the headpieces can be artificial, but as I said before, the type of the clothes that they use is actually the same. So this is the photos of them interacting before doing the dance. And this is on the right side is when they do the dance. Actually, the movement you can see it's very simple. They don't need to practice a lot actually because they already is the family of dancer as I said before because they comes from a Rejang dancer family. So that's why in their houses is always having like rituals that will always use dance like that. And this is the photos of their preparation. So the headpieces is not only rectangle like this, but can also be an oval like this. But there is the important part that it will be always in, there always be a flower like that. This headpieces is more feeder than the last one because it is more smaller. This is the photo that I took with the black and white. So they will dance like this. As you can see, the movement is very simple. And then this photo is where the dancer will make a form of T letter. So that's why there is the dancer come from that side and from this side. So they will like combining in the central and then go back in the T letter like this. The type of headpiece in this photo is also almost the same, but it's more smaller and because it's in a different sub villages, so that's why the characteristics of the headpieces were also different. This is the next one. You can see the headpieces is also different. They have like triangle types of headpieces, but you can see that from these photos, the movement of their hands were all the same. This is on another villages. Of the left side photos is in another villages. So, but the unique one is in the left photo. You can see that there is a smoke up on their head. So, as I said before, the headpieces were also being prayed before they do the performance. So that's why there is the smoke up here, because before that they will burn the flowers, and this is a very good photos because they will dance with the headpieces that already been burned, and there is smoke that makes the photo more elegant, and then also have the part of worshiping to the god by showing this smoke. And then in the right side, this one is the triangle types of headpieces. This is more light, and the dancer were younger, and this one is in another sub villages. So actually, in that small villages, you can just move around by walking or using a motorcycle like that to jump around to their small sub villages, and then took some photos because their dances actually starts in a different time. That's why I can get the photos with different dancer like that. This one is the photos of portrait photos of their expression. As you can see, the movement of their hand is like this. Like it's very simple dance, but what makes this dance unique is because of the sacred rituals, and also we can see lots of creativity on their head. So they have in these two photos, they will come from the same villages but have like different decorations on their head. So that's why it's a very unique dances. And I recommend you all to go to these places other than some places in Bali that you have already known, such as Kuta and then Tabanan, Bali, or Gianyar. But in Karangasem, it's all very different and still very sacred because the people living there and locals were very strict with their rituals. And in this photo, you can see that they will always have the rituals in front of their pura, because before they do the rituals by dancing, they will pray first inside this pura. And as I said before, there is the different formation of dance. This one is in the T letters as in the before photos, and also in a two-line formation. So you can take many angles of these dance rituals. And then this dancer actually will turn around in this pura. So they will walk here, turn around, and then make a T letter, U letter, and also two line like this. So you can get many angles actually. The next one is another type of pura. So if this type is like small pura and then surrounded by another small houses, but in these places it's also different. So you can have many features of different rejang dance. So with their different head cap, headpieces, and then different clothes, and also the color, and also different places of villages. This village is not that much people watching, but in here, it's actually the center of the village. So that's why many people are coming here with their traditional clothes. And actually, at the time, I also use this kind of clothes because we need to respect their rituals like that. So we don't want to disturb them by distracting them like that. So we need to make the same and also use the same traditional clothes just like them. As you can see here, there is the small pura here in the center, and they will go around this place of rituals. Just like this, so they will make a circle, and you can see the small that they will burn, and then it's actually the part of gifts for their ancient like that. You can see that there is the head of the prayers like that. After that, in different places, they also have different type of dancing in these photos, and then another photos they will like stay in their places of worship. But here, that's why I took the photo from the back, because another tourist other than the rejang dancer cannot enter into this place. So this is small poor that cannot be entered by another person. Even locals cannot enter this pura if they are not the rejang dancer. So that's why it's a very sacred dance, because only them that can enter into this pura. So they will go inside this pura and then do the rituals, just like dancing, and also worshiping the god uh, by burning some gifts for their ancestors.
वहाँ लगा दें आप बताओ वहाँ लगा दें यहाँ
Just
क्या
the
नहीं आ रहा है कौन हाँ
edition of photos, that this one is also the setting photo. So we wait until the ray of light is coming from the back, and we move the object in the center. So it will like giving the photos the kind of magical and also sacred, just like it's their dance that they performed before. This is the bonus for the photo. Other than the
Kyra, just a minute. Just all are requested to mute themselves because it will disturb the whole presentation. Please mute yourself. Thank you very much. Okay, go ahead.
okay, sir. So this one is the bonus photo. Other than the headpiece, they also have another accessories just like this umbrella, and also this is the gift for their ancient worship. So it's actually also very sacred, and on top of this there will be like a stick that will be burned. So there will be a smoke, and they say that it was also a gift for their ancient god. So that's all about my presentation about the Rejang Bali dance. I'm sorry I cannot provide much photos because all of those photos were only taken in only one day. But here I also want to tell you about another fact about this Rejang dance. So this is their house, and they cannot get out of this house using their costume. So this Rejang dance should be done at their places only. And if they want to go outside of Karangasem, then they will not use this headpiece. And this is also the bonus in the left side. This one is Rejang dance, and this is another dance from Karangasem also. So if you go to Karangasem, you can choose many dances that you want to capture. The name of the dances is Sanghyang Jaran. So if Rejang dance will be performed by women, the Sanghyang Jaran will be performed by men. And this photo is actually a very dangerous photo, and actually they will do that dances like this. Their dances like this. So there is like coconut that is burned, and then they will kick that coconut like that. So that's why there is a fire effect like this, but it is actually real. It's not a setting photo. They are dancing and then go around like that. Different with the Rejang dances that they have the simple movement, but this one is because the dancer were men, then they will like running around and then kick the ball, the coconut ball like this, and the coconut ball were also being burned before they do the ritual. And as I said before, because Bali have many dances, but most of them were sacred, they will also do the prayer first before they do this dance, because that's why I think that they can kick this fire coconut ball without any hurt like that. So that's all for my presentation. Maybe from Mukesh or other friends want to ask any questions, or maybe how to get to this
Thank
place.
you. Thank you very much, Kyra. Thank you very much. Stop sharing your screen. Yes. Kyra, your presentation was wonderful, particularly about the Rejang dance series from Bali and Indonesia. But we need more from you in future because your presentation was very short. So we feel like that you must prepare for another presentation, maybe around the world topic. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so prepare because you are visiting a lot of countries, during your photo trips. So prepare a presentation on around the world, and we will have another session with you in due time. Okay. And thank you very much for such a wonderful presentation. And friends, today our executive body has decided to honor her with our DCC distinction. So she is being honored. Just now I'll show the certificate with artist DCC. Just I will present her shortly. Let me share my screen first. Yes. Yes, friend. This is Kyra. Accept our. Is it visible, Kyra?
Yes, thank you. It's
visible. Accept our certificate of artist DCC, and because we have a lot of gradation of distinctions, so this is to begin with you, and in future we will keep you upgrading with distinctions depending upon your presentation. So thank you very much, friends. Now it is open for question and answer session. Friends, feel free to ask any questions. Particularly Satish ji, are you here? Satish ji, are you here? Satish ji, are you here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Satish ji,
very much
actually, yeah. During her presentation, I got a feel that the dances of Bali, these rhythm dances,
Yeah.
somewhat similar to what we see in, I think, Kerala and all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So say something about that.
Okay. Actually, all these dance forms and other things, it comes under traditional folk dances.
Yes.
And we have a very similar uh, a cultural exchange between India and Southeast Asia, because these were all the countries, they were all together, and we exchanged the very same kind of cultural activities, particularly pertaining to these folk dances as well as these cultural
Correct, sir.
festivals. And even in India also, without wearing this traditional dress, and we have got our own temples, which is very sacred for us. And like Kyra was mentioning, other people are not allowed to go inside the sanctorum of the temple. It is same in India also. Other tourists and other people are not allowed to go inside the temple. And these kind of rituals we maintain, particularly because even Bali is full of Hindus, and it is majority of the population and the culture is mainly Hindus. So the cultural this thing, it is the same like in India. So particularly in South India, the Thayyam festival, what we call in
Yes.
Kerala, it is very similar with the maybe little bit changes in the costumes, but the fire dance is the main ritual of the Thayyam, and it will be very fearful. And I think Kyra has showed only one image of the fire dance, which they are kicking the coconut this thing to show more of fire. But whereas in Thayyam, it is totally unbelievably beautiful dance with the fires. And most of the time, the photographers are hurt in that while shooting the pictures
Yes.
of Thayyam, because they throw the fire like anything in every direction. So whoever is sitting in the front seat or front of the Thayyam dancer, he's sure getting the fireballs on his body as well as his cameras and lenses. So it is very difficult. And even in Karnataka, also in the coastal area, we have Bhuta Kunita and Kola, all those rituals, very similar to what Kyra showed in Raijang dance of Indonesia. So, because it is Asia, no, so we have the very same or the similar kind of rituals and festivals. It was a fantastic show, Kyra. Thank you so much for showing the images.
Thank you, Satish.
My
I think
pleasure, sir.
I have seen a lot of images by Jinesh Prasad from the same Kerala dances. Jinesh is working.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, he has got more pictures on Kola and Bhuta
Yes.
Kola and other this thing which belongs to his region of
Yes.
South Canara, that is in
South Kerala.
Karnataka coastal area. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Friends, anybody else who wants to ask any question from Kyra or from me as well? If you feel any suggestion to improve our presentation, please come out and advise us. We will be very happy. Roni uncle, are you here? I think he has left. Lisa, please give your expert comment.
Kyra, I want to thank you for
Yeah.
giving us such a wonderful understanding of the dance. And I didn't know any of that. I've seen photos, and it just was, I loved learning how sacred it was and why the movements were simple and the deep spiritual meaning and all of that. So, because so many dances do have, they're fast and they're very complex, and this is so different, but there's definitely a beauty in that. And your photos and your explanation and commentary was wonderful. Thank you so much. Well done.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Lisa.
I got one or two this thing suggestions
Sure.
for this kind of festivals, because
Okay.
I keep shooting such kind of rituals and dance forms in India. So the best this thing is to use 70 to 200 mm 2.8 so
Okay.
that you can be relatively
At a distance.
away from the main dances, and also you can capture a lot of emotions of the people performing the dance, and you can compose well rather. And other aspect of many of the amateurs and upcoming photographers, they use ultra wide angle like 14 mm or 24 mm and go very close to the dancers. The problem is the dancers have will uh, you in India particularly, the god will be on their body during that performance. Um, they attract the spirits, and they will be performing at a very high emotions. So they will not be knowing what they are doing. So at that moment, they may step on you, they may kick you, or they may throw you out of the place. Many things happen. So it's better to take one or two images with the wide angle and keep away from them. And we have to respect their culture and their tradition and their rituals and their rules particularly. So it's fairly good enough if we come back and use 24 120 mm or 70 200 mm lenses and take pictures. And other thing is, when before going to such kind of dances, we should study that particular dance forms
Transform.
and see some of the images taken by other photographers and get an idea, and then get into the arena so that you can take better images. And I feel Kyra, since she is working on such kind of dance forms, I feel she must take some of the small videos also, so that people will get an idea like exactly what will be the movement of the dance, whether it is fast, slow, or they are going around the temple, or the how the audiences are seated, whether we can go as photographers close or in between the audience, or it is not allowed. All these things we get an idea. So it's better to have a short video of just 1 minute or 2 minutes, and then present with the still images. Is I feel that will be good in your future programs.
Thanks, Satish. Very good suggestion. Actually, and nowadays people are crazy of using wide angle lens. So for such kind of traditional dances where emotions are involved, it is definitely, as you suggested, it is better to go for a long lens like
Yeah,
70 200 or 28 300 like that.
yeah,
So, Satish, I think we will talk tomorrow about our forthcoming webinar based on this Indian traditional
yes,
dancing.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
we'll talk tomorrow morning.
Sure, sure,
Yes,
sure.
thank you very much.
Welcome, sir.
Anybody else wants to ask anything from Kyra? Kyra, I have got one question from you. Started photography at such an early age. Okay. And today you are, I think, 20 years young. Okay. I think you are 20 years now. 20. You have completed 20. No.
Almost 10 p.m. sir.
Okay.
You cannot ask
So,
girls, sir, about their age. We should only guess.
no,
Should
already.
only guess.
Nini Satyaji, already she has given her date of birth to me. Okay. So, Kyra, just tell us about your very exciting experience of photography during your tenure as a photographer.
So from the start, when I choose to take a path in photography like that.
Some
Or
exciting story. Yeah.
Oh, so
Exciting story out of your own photo trips till date.
okay, so for actually for this process of photograph the Rejang dance, I actually learn a lot from the how sacred it is, the dance of Rejang dance in Bali, and also have wonderful moments with the locals there. because in Bali, I usually go to Kuta and then in a very big places in Bali. But Karangasem is actually a very small villages in Bali, and they have different. Other than the different culture, they have also different places, because if Bali is identical with beach and also some attractions of cultural attraction and also culinary. But here in Karangasem is places for you to explore more about their dance and also the locals' habit, because it's all very traditional here. And as you can see in the photo, the house was still very traditional, and they still reserve their place for they to worship their god. So there actually there was the exciting part in taking photo of this. Actually, I really want to go here again at that place again, because I only took that photo for one day. But as you can see in the photo, that for one day only we can take so many photos with different head pieces and also head accessories and also different clothing that they use. And if I can explore more, actually I want to capture more about the behind the scene of the dance. So not only the beautiful movement of the dance, but we can also know the how they prepare the flowers like that, because when we go there, it's actually already they have already finished the preparation like that. So it's all there.
Thank you, Kyra. So I think time is getting over, although still we have got a lot of time with us. But since we have come to an end, we'll close the session here itself. And thanks Lisa, thanks Pravinji, thanks Rakesh, thanks Satish ji especially, and all other participate tonight in the webinar. And definitely in the month of June, we are coming with a wonderful session with macro photography, because one of our senior photographer from Chandigarh, he will give his presentation on macro photography, and he is doing a wonderful job. So till then, good night. We'll meet again in the month of June. Okay. Namaskara to you all.
Thank you.
Good night, sir. Thank you
Good
so
night.
much.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.